Hello, hello. I'm running just a little bit late. Give me just a few minutes because those of you that don't know, by day, Mrs. Crumb is a software engineer for Microsoft. So I was working, and the nice thing is I get to work from home, and but I was working till 8 o'clock tonight. So I was actually helping a customer, so I'm just running a little bit late for my Stampin' Fun. Ooh, and I see Julie and Diane. Hello, hello, ladies. So tonight, yay, we're gonna have some Halloween. I was wondering, yeah, Julie, so Microsoft pays the bills and Stamp It Up supports my habit. So yes, during the day, I am a software engineer for a product called Great Plains Software, or GP. So I am a double threat because I'm an accounting nerd and a computer nerd, as my husband would say. So, ooh, and I see Peggy's on. Hey, Peggy. And I got Amanda. Oh, you guys are all, see? You were waiting. You were worried that I wasn't going to make it, right? So, tonight, oh my goodness. You know how I love my fur babies. So, when this came in the new catalog, of course I had to have it. And I was looking at this set. Hey, Jessica. And yep, oh my goodness, you guys. Yes, you are all. So I was looking at this one, trying to figure out different things other than Halloween. So I have in my mind, if you look at the cat, isn't he cute? But he's got a spider. So I thought that this would be a nice get well soon, but cut the spider off, of course. And then this one, when I first actually saw this one and this one, I thought that would be a cute 21st birthday card, or even one's maybe a 40th or a 30th, but nice party animals. So to me, I like to see multi-purpose in my sets, and so those are just a few ideas that I came up with to share with you. But I have some Halloween treats to show you tonight, and then we're going to talk about markers, because I had at my sale this weekend, and those that made it to my sale, thank you very much. You guys surprise me every time, and we had such good fun. We had lots to share, and you guys got some amazing deals on stamps. Those that did not make it, and I know some of you have reached out to me, I will be posting what is left of my stamp sets. I'm going to have some retired stamp sets. Stamp sets are going to be $7. I do have some retired bundles that I'm going to be posting, as well as some ink fun packs, so bags. So be on the lookout. I will have those posted as soon as my day job lets me. So, okay, but we're gonna get to some Halloween fun tonight. So, but back to why I was talking about markers. But this weekend, somebody asked me what's the difference between the blend markers and the regular markers. So I'm going to talk about that while we color some cute little envelopes. But let's get to the treat, shall we? So first, I'm going to show you, and I've posted pictures of this one already. Isn't he cute? A batty little elephant. And of course he has a saying that goes, batty for you. So I had posted this box already, and I wanted to show you because these little boxes make for very easy treats, and they are in the big catalog. Bear with me here. Could have been a little bit more prepared, but I know you're gonna sit and hang out. It's like we're sitting in my room together stamping, right? So the only difference is these are craft boxes. Now we have these available in clear, which I think would be even cuter. I just didn't have them on hand, but they're the identical size. So in the big catalog, if you look here, and sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I see these pictures and they don't really do anything until I can really see them in someone's hand, right? So this is the little boxes that I'm going to show tonight. So they're 2x2x2, and I love this because they're $7.50 and you get 16 of them. So very cute. You can decorate them with paper. But I'm also going to show you a project using these. Hey, Angie. These are really cute too. I was pleasantly surprised, and you'll see these in a minute. These are way more than Halloween. You can do them for Christmas. You could do them for bridal showers, baby showers. But you get 10 of these boxes for $5. So that's 50 cents a piece, which is very easy for gift giving. So the 2 items that I'm going to be showing tonight are going to be from there. Okay, so all I did for this one is put a simple belly band on, and I used this one, I think is 1.25 inches. Let me get my ruler. So if you're trying to make a list here, ooh, I'm off. 1 inch, okay? And the reason why I did that, I didn't want to cover up the whole box, but I wanted enough of the orange to go all the way around. And if you've never made a belly band before, it is literally simple to do. It's just cutting a strip of paper. You go around the box and tape it. Now I like to be strategic with where my joints are. So if you see here, I will put those seam joints on the corner of my box, okay? So you're gonna do a little belly band, and then I colored my elephant. He happens to be colored with our watercolor pencils. So it's a little bit easier, you get darker color, and you can get some really nice shading. All right, and I also did my pumpkin, and look at this spider. Okay, I'm not a spider fan, but dang it, these are cute. So one trick I'm gonna tell you is when you get these, they do come with a little toggle. And I just take, if you've never seen these before, and I know I take these out and people are like, what are you using? These I found at Hobby Lobby, and they're actually called button snips. The best tool you will ever have in your arsenal. I got them at Hobby Lobby, I think for $4.95. And all I do is you can either snip it off. This one I like to pull and it comes right off. Okay, because you don't want that jump bunch on there, right? Oh, okay, Julie. Is this the Halloween DSP? No. And here's why. So traditionally, I'm not a big Halloween person. So when I buy my stamping supplies, I usually like to buy them for multi-purpose, meaning I'm not going to go right for the Halloween paper. So this paper that I'm using, so if you'll see, this is going to be pumpkin pie, and this is blackberry bliss. So what I actually used on this, and again, this is another paper pack that I think everyone should have in their arsenal because you never know when you're going to need it. So this is going to be the 6x6 Designer Series paper pack. What I love about this is you can buy them by color families. So what I did was go to my color families in the book. Let me move this over so you can see what I'm doing. So I went and kind of decided what had the most pumpkin-y or fall colors. And so on this one, I went with the Regals collection. So with the Regals collection, I got my rich razzleberry, my blackberry, my pumpkin pie, crushed curry, and I also summoned the old olive is kind of pumpkin or folly too. So I like to get the stuff that's not really truly traditional for Halloween, that I can use it for multi-purpose, because then if I don't use it all, I can use it for something else. Okay, but I love this paper. So what I did here then was, so I've got an inch, so these are 2 from the same paper pack, and then the square is going to be 1 3/4. Okay, and then it's just trying to find a cute little punch. This one is retired and I'm never going to give it up. It was a ticket punch and it's just the perfect size. So when we get those punches, keep them because they are awesome. And then I did some coloring of my pumpkin and added my spider. So how cute is that? Okay, very substantial boxes. The clear ones to me are going to be a little bit more substantial than these. But look at here what I found. Thank you, Reese's. And I love you guys. So when I was at work, I didn't get a chance to go back and look right away. But you guys, some of you are very passionate about candy corn. I had no idea. And I have to, if my sister-in-law, I didn't see her on here, Beth, was the first one. I totally forgot. I could go with candy corn and peanuts. I'd be okay with that. But look at what Reese's did this year. They're eyeballs. So it's Reese's peanut butter cups in the shape of eyeballs. So that's what I have in here. So I am not a big candy person. But if I'm going to have a piece of candy, Reese's peanut butter cups are my favorite. Or I've been known to just have a scoop of peanut butter with a little bit of chocolate frosting. So that's the first one. The second one is, I think, my favorite because he turned out really cute. And of course, we all know what I feel about puppies. So this is that other box that was in the catalog. And I like these because these are very easy. And to me, this is a project you could do with your friends. Kids can easily do this, but they come just like this. And so my weakness is probably donuts. Or how, see, I look at this and I think, ooh, that's a turnover from McDonald's, right? So this is those containers. So you just pop them shut, okay? And then you put your candy inside and close it. They're very easy. See? Now I want a pumpkin pie from McDonald's. Dang it. So now this one in particular, this little cutie, I used the blend markers to color him. And then I just fussy cut. Sometimes we don't have to have punches that match everything. And this is me just randomly cutting. And then this cute ribbon, I have to say this is in the fall catalog, but I like it because it's got a little bit of shimmer to it and it adds just a little bit more. Cute, right? It's cute. Okay, now the next one I wasn't going to show you until it came in the mail yesterday. So I would love to hear if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber because they really outdid themselves this year. Are you ready? Oh my goodness, they're cute. So the Paper Pumpkin kit I just got in the mail yesterday. And what did they do? Look at these little cuties. So you get enough supplies to make, I believe it was 24 bags. I think they gave us 8 of each. So this is an orange striped bag. This is all done. The bags are already printed. All I needed to do was peel off my sticker, stamp it's Halloween, and the bat was punched out. Isn't it cute? So this is one bag. And then look at here, this is, and the boo, look at that. They even give you the silver paper to put behind the pumpkin so it looks like he's glowing. And this one, it's harder to see. Oh, here we go. So you can see there's spider webs on these. It's so cute. So I went and got different kinds of chocolates to fill in. And then of course we have our dear Casper ghost. And again, they gave us the silver for his eyes. But the stamp set we got this time is adorable. And we just heard today that they are going to have refills of this kit. They're not going to last very long. I know there are people going nuts because these are easy. And they come together. So if you've never heard of Paper Pumpkin, look at in the box. Did you guys see this box? Isn't that hilarious? So they did spider webs, just cute. And they opened it and everything comes already cut, scored. All you have to do is have fun and put it together. So these were all, I didn't do anything except take them out of the paper. You get some cute ribbon. They even gave us these little inserts for the bottoms of the bags to make them look very professional and stand up. But it's just adorable. So, and when you get Paper Pumpkin, they give you directions. Look at them all. They're so cute. Makes me want to go get some jelly beans because they look really cute in there. But you get this very nice instruction. So if you like step by step, they have the pictures on how to do it. Yes, me the rebel, I sometimes just go on my own and don't look at the directions and then I get stuck and go back to them. But they give you a ruler on the bottom. So really with a Paper Pumpkin, all you need is sometimes a pair of scissors and maybe some glue every now and then. Just a show. My neighbor kiddos are gonna love them. I know, Angie. So I think I'm going to, yeah, we've got a neighborhood full of kids, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do special ones for the ones that are around by me. But yes. Oh, the stamp set, Julie. So if you haven't seen it, let me get this here because they spoiled us rotten this time. So I'm gonna hold it. That is the stamp set we got with this kit. So you get 2 different size bats, 2 different size spiders, boo, eek. The words fright and delight. It's Halloween. Sorry, I took some off so it's hard to read. But you get that whole stamp set, and if you don't have supplies, they also give you an ink pad in there. So everything, I'm not kidding you, everything is in that kit. But I kind of went googly eyes for this because it is cute. Stinking cute. Okay. So before I talk about the markers, I have one more project to show you. And shame on me, I saw this idea. I'm going to turn it over. It's a card. So I saw this idea online, and I'm going to have to go back and find her name. And one of our, we have a select group of artesian artists for Stamp It Up that earn the right to call themselves that. And this card, I had to copy it almost verbatim because it's stinking cute. Are you ready? Isn't that cute? So she made a bigger card so she could put all of the critters on here. But I also didn't have all of her supplies, so I had to kind of wing it. So this is paper from the Twinkling DSP in the big catalog. Then I went and made a moon out of a round circle, just cut the bottom. But this, to make the moon kind of eerie, I used my blends, 2 different colors of blends, and then added some black just to soften it, just so it didn't look like the sun. But aren't they cute? Oh my God, those little stinkers. So these I colored with the blends as well. But that was the other project I had. I'm working on, don't tell Michael, but I'm working on a card for him, okay? It's not quite done, but you can see where I'm at. You ready? Isn't he cute? So I'm not quite done, but it's going to be a Halloween card that I'm going to give for Michael. Hopefully he doesn't watch this when he gets up, or he's not going to be surprised anymore. But isn't it cute? I'm batty for you. I wish I had a tiny, they have a bat punch, but it's a little too big for this project. So he's going to have to go with a, isn't that cute? So what I want to talk about after my Halloween projects is, somebody was asking this weekend, what's the difference between these? So we've got, I'm going to hold these out a little bit. So we've got regular markers, which are round barrels, okay? And we got our blends markers, which are square. They hold significance by what they do, okay? So she was asking, because you know you've seen me color with these. We can take these, we can color right on a stamp. Let me see what I got here. You can take these, so, and I do have, you guys are gonna find this one funny, the stamp that I have on my table, because I use it quite a bit. So I'm gonna bring this out. So you know that we've taken these markers before, and I can take a stamp. Let me get a dark purple here. So usually when I'm coloring my stamps, I've got a brush end. So you can take the round regular markers and color your stamps, right? And I know some of you, if you're one of those, you can speak up, that don't even own ink pads. You color with everything. There's nothing wrong with that, and it actually makes it kind of cool. So, ready to see my stamp? It's a contraband stamp, meaning it's not Stampin' Up, but it's so funny. Ready? So I'd found this at a local craft store, and I put this on my envelopes a lot because it's just me. It's totally me. So you can color your stamps with the round barrels, okay? On your blends, you cannot color your stamps. These are alcohol based, and they will dry out your stamp, plus it's going to dry right on your stamp, okay? So the blends are made to only color images, okay? So when you color, when I say color, it means you're gonna stamp an image like this and then color it, okay? So now the other difference between these markers, so I'm gonna show you, so here's one. This one's going to be Smoky Slate, and this is Smoky Slate as well, okay? So I've got a regular marker and a blend marker, and I'm gonna show you the difference because there is quite a bit of difference. And I'm gonna bring this down a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Hang tight. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you sick moving, but you really need to see this. So when I color with blends, it's going to be very forgiving where I get a line. So if I stop like this, if you notice and you watch, it's going to dissipate right into the paper, okay? So it's very forgiving on when we color. And to me, if I'm gonna color an image, I prefer blends. okay? Blends also gives you the opportunity to add shading. So you guys get tired of me moving stuff around. I'm like a squirrel. I think I'm going to be a squirrel in my afterlife. Okay, so let's add a little bit. Now, the other piece that I like about blends, let me finish him so you can see the difference. And you want to see, hopefully, I'm close enough. I'm going to kind of go off kilter here. Let's say I got gray where I didn't want it, okay? So I really didn't want his wing. We also have this magic eraser, and when I'm going to magic erase something, I like to use this end. But if you watch what I'm about to do, if I use this, and what I'm doing is I'm pushing that gray, think of I'm pushing that gray right back into the corral. Can you see that? The gray is gone. And all I'm doing is taking this and pushing the color back to where I wanted it. So we call it the magic eraser. You can't do this with any other marker except blends, okay? So if you don't have this one, or you thought, no, I didn't need a white marker, it's not a white marker, it's a magic eraser, so get this, okay? So the other thing that I like about blends is we get, if you get the pairs, you will get a light and a dark of the same color. So now if I take this and I use the artist's cues on where shading should be, so I use those lines, I can add dimension to my elephant. Okay, let's say I don't like that and I want to soften it a little bit. Hey Peggy, I think I have a surprise for you. Maybe, I gotta look. Or no, it was your birthday. I was thinking I drew your name. Hang tight, because we're gonna get, at the end, I'm gonna talk about winners from last week. I gotta look now. I might have your birthday. It was Peggy's birthday yesterday, so everyone say happy birthday to Peggy. Okay? All right, so there is my blends, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you what the regular markers can do. And it's not that they're bad, okay? But they're not gonna be as forgiving as the blends. And I'll tell you why. They are not alcohol-based. And as you see, when I stop and I do a line, it's not going to go away. It's just like, I guess the one thing that I want to tell you about is that these are going to be just like Crayola markers. They're going to be very colorful, very dark, okay? But what you see is what you get, so there's not a lot that you can do. But the versatility of these markers are going to be a lot more, right? Because you can, see, I'm coloring like a 2-year-old, right? Shame on Desiree. I honestly don't like to color with these markers anymore because the blends make it so easy. Now, let's see. And I'm also going to get, when you use these markers, you're only going to get one shade of gray, right? Because we don't have multiple grays. Let me finish here so you can see the difference. Okay, now could you come back here and add some of that? Absolutely. But just know that there's no correcting it. And if you go outside the lines, that's what you get. Okay? So that is the difference, a very simplistic way of looking at the regular markers, which you can color your stamps with, and you can color anything with, or alcohol-based blends. They're going to color very beautifully, but you cannot color your stamps with them. You're only going to be able to color on images. Can you color over that with the blends? Absolutely. So let's say you color that. I love that. Good question, Julie. I'm going to take the lighter gray. Let's see what happens when we color over the regular. And it's going to be dark, but you're not going to be able to get those previous lines because remember, we're coloring on cotton paper. So it's soaking in, but you can color. You're just not going to get those lines to come out. Okay. Also, with the alcohol-based blends, you want to make sure that you're stamping with this black, which is called Memento. And this is what you want to use with any alcohol-based marker. So even if you have something other than blends, you should be watching what you're stamping with, because this one will not bleed with the alcohol. Okay? Cool, right? I could sit and color, I'm not kidding you, all day. And I'm actually doing a service project at work where we're going to hopefully get 100 cards made over a lunch hour for hospice. So I'm going to prep and have 100 cards ready to go in October. So I got another project to do because I don't know any better. Some people have kids. I evidently have stamping. Here's another one. I have this sitting here because I'm working on another card, but this is something I did with blends as well. So as you see, you don't get any of the lines. Blends are really fun, and you know what? You don't have to have every single color. I guess if I were starting with blends, I would start depending on what I want to color. So if I was going to start with a flower, I'd pick what kind of flower I want, a yellow and a green. Very easy. So you can start with a little, or you can start with a lot. So, was that cool? Did you have fun tonight? Hopefully you learned something. And of course we have some giveaways from last week. Let me see who these are. And I don't know if either one of these two are on tonight. So last week I promised, because it was bad, we've got 2 winners. So Margie, who is a crumb cake, you got your name drawn. So you get a $10 gift certificate on me. You need to spend that the month of September. So email me, message me what you would like. And then Sharon, is it Kappa? You won a prize from my goodie drawer. So please message me with your address. And those of you that didn't win, hang on, because I got something to give away. So if you can message me both with what you would like, that would be great. So who wants their own paper pumpkin for these goodies? Because I think that's what we're going to give away tonight. So I happen to have an extra paper pumpkin. And since there was such passion today about candy, this one's going to be easy. So you have until next Wednesday to respond to this post and tell me what is your all-time favorite Halloween candy that you need to have every year, whether you need to steal it from your sibling or your children. What is your favorite candy? So I have a paper pumpkin. Look at here. It's even sealed, guys. It's ready to go to its new home. So you will get the whole entire kit, the stamp set that I showed tonight. Enough to do these and I think it was, let me look, because I think it was 24 bags. Hang tight. Yes. So here's what you get in the kit. You will get enough supplies for 24 bags to be decorated and given out wherever you see fit. So again, respond to this post. Tell me what your favorite candy is. If you tag a friend that you've ever trick-or-treated with or would like to trick-or-treat with, we'll give you extra enter too. So yes, cherry Tootsie Rolls. Ooh, Almond Joys. Yeah, see, you know what? I'm going to tell you, the poor crumbs, when we have trick-or-treaters, my husband picks out all the ones that are his favorite, and those are the last one he gives. So he says he gives all the icky candy to the kids first. Yeah, I know. I love you, Michael. We all have our eccentric ways, right? So hopefully you guys love the projects for tonight. I'm going to be posting the links to these products, and then I will take some still photos so you can see them and actually make the products if you want. And next week, do you want to see a hint for next week? I got a little bit of a hint. How about that? Because next week is, I'm so excited to show you because it's pretty cool. Hang on here. I'm looking. We are going to talk about something warm, something cozy. I'm looking for my other one. Oh, have you guys seen the stamp that does this? If you haven't, oh my goodness, stay tuned, because next week we're going to talk about this. I was working on another card here too. You want to see another Halloween card? putting what we did tonight, as well as our new, I made this. This is not paper you can buy. You're going to be able to make this on your own, and I'm going to show you how next week. So thank you for tuning in tonight and staying with me because I was late. Shame on me, but thank you all. I really appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you next week. Have a great week.